The market today jumped up 5%. So everyone is asking right now, should we buy? Do we missing something if the market is coming up? And as well, here is all times the word fear of missing out something, FOMO, because everyone wants to jump into the market right now because they are scared to missing some percentage on the moving up. I will explain you where you have to buy and what I am doing in the end on the video with the current situation. Let's check out the market. So what do we see right now? We see the market is going up, and this is just by today. We see here ADA 8%, DENT 3%, BTC and ETH each 5%. So we will talk about the 4 coins: BTC, ETH, ADA and DENT. So we're starting with BTC, and we will see here, what do we see? We just came to our fair value gap on the Day 1. Let me check it. And we just cleared it perfectly. We just tested as well that open, and everything is perfectly. So what I am doing to do with that will be in the end of the video, but we see we cleared all of our levels, right? So this level is cleared out, so we just have the buy side and some buyers every time again. What I'm telling you, if you on the bigger side, what would you do to kill out or to get out of the most of the people? You want to get the people which are on the buy side or on the sell side, and here is a lot of buy side. But first of all, fair value gap is closed, so we don't have a fair value gap anymore. We can move it here actually. So on the daily chart it's the same. We don't see something, especially we see as well a super nice bounce on the latest days on our D1 order block, which is super nice as well. We tested this nearly. We can move that as well further here because that was nearly the test of it. So we doesn't have something on the downside as well. So what do I think about the market? Should we fear something? Should we missing something if we don't buy something? I wouldn't say so. I wouldn't say that we're missing something. I still think that we still see some potentials, and it's still to trick people, right? Because people gonna buy if we going further up. They're going to buy it because they're predicting the break of this one, and then the market will fall down. And again, we still on 10 on the fear and greed metrics, so I would still wait for it. Let's jump into ETH. So ETH, the same situation, fair value gap, perfect. That's what I'm talking about. You saw that before. Perfectly on the dollar, we closed fair value gap. Let us check the fair value gap here, and you saw it perfectly. Again, we closed it. We can move it here. Again, because it's closed, we don't need that anymore on the upside. On the weekly, we didn't have much, so let's come back to the side. What could happen? We still have here an order block, but as well here, you see perfectly again, we went from the order block and moved down. Where did we move down? We moved to another order block, and to 2 order blocks actually. To this order block, we see that here. We just touched it again, and perfectly the market rejected. That's perfect what we want to see. So if you showed my last videos, you could buy there. That was a potential buy, but as I said before, I still predict the market to fall further, but I will explain you later in the video what I'm going to do and where are my next levels to buy and sell. And as well, we had here an order block, and I think this was from H4. So we had a lot of order blocks, and yeah, the market rejected here. What do we have here right now on the H4? We have a breaker block, which will be this level. So this level will be interesting. We can move this to the backside because it's already cleared. We don't move it anymore. And this is what I'm doing every Saturday or every day before I'm going to trade. And here we have a breaker block, H4 breaker block. So this will be a nice level to bounce as well. So let's go into ADA. And ADA perfectly again from our breaker block to the upside. Perfect. That's exactly what we want to see. And he did it. So now we just have to wait. We still see here as well a breaker block again, but again we still have a lot of stuff to the downside. Here liquidity void. What does that mean? There was just one buy side or sell side money, and here we see a lot of money going to the upside. So that's a fair point for every people on the market. That's where the market should go, into that value here as well. So yeah, what do I think about the market is going up and going down 5%? Let's analyze the latest market and then I explain you what I think of it. So we see here again, fair value gap was closed, and if you checked my analysis of my latest video, let me show that to you. Exactly that what I showed you. I said on the lowest level I would buy it, and again, if you would do it, of course you had a little bit drawdown, but you could buy it for how many percentage? Let me check it out. Yeah, for on the highest for 11%. Because you shouldn't buy exactly here. That's just the place to go. If you could better buy on the below the thing, then it would be even better. What you could do for that, you wait for a little retracement. You see that here, and then you wait for the middle line. You will see that right now. If I'm doing it, oopsie, that was the wrong one. This one, and then long, and you see perfect on the middle line. Here you got your entry, and you could buy the market. And if you would buy it exactly here, you would see you made 10% profit. Then would be a nice buy. But I will explain you as well here. What would I do? So let me say something about the market and why do I think the 5% up is not a big problem. Because first of all, 5%. Because we want to give people the feeling of FOMO, right? You all know that, fear of missing out. If the market is going up very fast, 5%, 10%, you think the market will change, and the market gives you the feeling, oh no, I have to buy something because I will miss something. This is actually to give people the feeling and to get people into the market as well. Every time, if I would be a big player, I would do the same, give other people the feeling to invest. And then the market will fall down in the end, and people are trapped with the buy orders. So I still don't think that we coming into the buy market right now, to the bull market. I still think we are definitely in the bear market. I will make later a video about the perfect altcoin where you will see that. But I think the market will still fall down to every specific coin. What is my target and what I'm going to do? So first of all, if we're coming back here, to give people the feeling as well, the market is changing, and then the market will fall down. So on that level, I would short the market. So let me as well make a screenshot. So that's my level on DENT, where I think the market would go and will fall in the end. So this is my screenshot every time, because in the end, on the next videos, I will show you then my analysis if it came true or not. And again, this is just the place to go where the market could reversal to the downside. And again, I still think we have a lot of stuff to the downside where the market could go and to clear some stuff from the people. So then we go to ADA, and ADA is perfectly actually, because if we're checking the H4, we made a good retracement. We came down, but there's still a lot of fair value gaps. What do I think from it? Where would be the perfect buys and sells? First of all, let me show you my main thing, because we have here fair value gap. I still think the market will fall down. Where would I sell the market right now? The market, I would sell it right now here. That would be my view on the longer term, where I would sell the market. If we're coming up here, then I will try to sell the market. Why here? Because here a lot of people buying. We have two equal highs. Two equal highs means people buying above it, and that's perfect for the bigger people to get some money out of the market into their pockets if they're shorting the market here. So I think if we coming up here, then we could look for sales in the market. Let me take a screenshot of that as well. Then we have the screenshot, okay, of ADA, and then we come to ETH. ETH perfectly, we came into the order block. Actually, everything from now we could fall down. There's nothing I would wait for it. You see here we are perfectly on the middle line. What I would wait for is maybe to get the 1935.02. That's the level where I would look for shorts. So again, we have here shorts coming in from that side. So that's what I would looking for into ETH. But again, this is up to you where you want to short the market. I still think, because that's a perfect retracement, and if the market is coming up here, it's a little bit, it's just $25, then the market could fall down. But again, this is just a place where I'm looking for some shorts. It doesn't mean that we have to get some shorts there. And then BTC again, we see again some buy side money here and a daily fair value gap. So what do I think? Obviously, when both of that is overlapping, I still think we getting out these levels and then it's falling down, because we building some new fair value gaps over here. And that's why I think we make a new high and then the market will go down. It makes all sense. We all analyze the market, that the market should go a little bit up and then falling down. And again, this is what we want to have as well. So we all times want markets going up, get the money into the market, and then the market is falling down. Because all times just think about what would you do right now in the moment if you are a big player. And this is actually what I would do. I'm all times thinking like that, because you cannot think like a small investor, because a small investor all times normally in the rule doesn't make money. So yeah, I made all the screenshots. So we have to refreshing for the conclusion. We have our level here for BTC, which will be around 33,000. ETH was around here, 1935, so $25 above. Then we have ADH, which will be above here, which will be 0.71. And then we have DENT, which could go exactly from the upper side here, from that level to the downside. So these are my levels. We could all times check if that makes sense with our H4. But yeah, we still see H4 is as well out of the cloud, which is interesting. We see that on, let me check, ETH is perfectly that what we want to see. ETH, you see, we are in our cloud and H1 is out of our cloud. That's what we want to see. And the same for BTC. Let's check BTC. And BTC actually is moving up and H4 is in our cloud. But that's why as well I think BTC is one of the strongest in the next days. We will get the highs and then falling down. So that's my analyst for the coins. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, leave a like there and we're gonna hear us later on again. Bye.